And look, the thing to start with, the thing that really stands out about this game, it is the rare and much longed for sight of a big crowd in the stadium tonight. Now, UEFA designated this a test event and have allowed about 25% capacity in the Puskás Aréna, which will be about 15,000 people. What are they thinking here, and is this a wise move in your view, Niall?
I'm very uncomfortable with it, I have to say, Tommy. I see our country, our Taoiseach, on air before I come out tonight, closing Donegal down and putting it into stage 3, and we're in that fear moment still. And it's as if this event, which was planned some time ago, hasn't really gone with the daily sort of growth in the fears that have come. And it's as if, you know, it's an experiment. It was a very dangerous experiment. I want to see crowds back. We all do, you know, but this feels like a big leap and a dangerous leap is how I would see it. And I'm uncomfortable. As I said, we lost a European state leader from this country for playing a game of golf. You know, and here we are. We expect 20,000 people to get in together in a stadium. It's a step too far at this point in time, as I see things. Some might argue that Hungary's in a better place than we are right now, but I think this is a bold experiment, but one at this moment in time I'm not comfortable with.
Brian, there has been a bit of pushback about this. As Niall says, I think the decision was taken about a month ago by UEFA when things maybe were looking up a bit, but the Bavarian regional prime minister, thinking about all the fans maybe going from Bavaria to Budapest and coming back, says he fears, never mind the Super Cup, this could be the Super Spreader Cup. So what's your feelings on it?
Well, I think when we go back to the original problem, a lot of the initial difficulties came from matches that were played, going back to the Champions League in March and the visit of a team from Atalanta outside of Italy, and that caused a major problem. I thought it was very interesting that the Bundesliga at the weekend allowed 6 of the 9 home clubs to have crowds in their stadiums at the weekend. It appears that that was done quite successfully. There was very, very strict a strict protocol put in place in relation to allowing in those crowds. They weren't very big crowds, but I think they were allowed up to 15% of the full attendances. Now, when you put in the measures they put in, you might say, well, that could be a benchmark for a lot of other countries and for sport in general around Europe. I'm not sure that people across Europe would stick to the rules that were imposed on those supporters the weekend. I mean, the sort of stuff they were told they had to do, they were actually individually sent times when they had to turn up to get into the ground. They were allocated specific seats. The grounds were divided out into numerous different portions, and there was only a certain number of people allowed into those. So, you know, I think we'll see how it goes tonight.
Surely there has to be some movement. I mean, we know the financial, you know, catastrophe that's awaiting sport across all levels, particularly lower leagues and, you know, the league in this country, for example. I mean, getting crowds back into stadiums safely has to happen, doesn't it?
Well, it does have to happen. When does it happen? We have to be guided by what the experts on the health situation are telling us. And if getting people together, going in and out of grounds. I mean, what they did in Germany was they regulated the entrance and departure of people very, very strictly. But if it becomes anyway loose, I think then we're going to run into problems again and we have to be guided.
And as you said, look, the main thing you said there, we have to be guided by the experts, and we will be going forward. Just to note, like UEFA have said, you know, they've put everything in place, distancing 1.5 metres, face masks and body temperature checks and all that. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll be a successful event. We will be talking about it in a few weeks' time.